Welcome to FlyEaglesFly News, where Eagles fans get the latest, fastest, and hottest updates. Hit subscribe and fly high with us. The city of Philadelphia is buzzing with a mixture of excitement and anticipation as whispers around the NFL universe point toward a seismic shift in the Eagles' defensive lineup. Reports suggest that the team has set its sights on a major free agent, sparking debates across sports talk shows, social media, and fan forums. At the center of this speculation is Rasul Douglas, the talented cornerback whose career has been marked by both resilience and flashes of brilliance. Having honed his craft with the West Virginia Mountaineers before being drafted in the third round by Philadelphia in 2017, Douglas' journey has come full circle. If these rumors prove true, Eagles enthusiasts are imagining how his presence could bolster a defense already known for its aggressiveness, while skeptics are questioning how his addition might affect team chemistry. The story unfolding feels like a thriller, with every media outlet and insider adding a new layer to the narrative, making it impossible for fans to look away from the unfolding drama. Douglas' potential return to the Eagles ignites not only nostalgia, but also a strategic conversation about the team's defensive approach moving forward. Analysts speculate that his experience in coverage and ability to read quarterbacks could become pivotal in high-stakes matchups, particularly against division rivals who have historically challenged Philadelphia's secondary. Beyond the X's and O's, the rumor carries emotional weight, as fans remember Douglas' tenure and the key plays that shaped their playoff hopes in past seasons. Social media is flooded with highlight reels, memes, and debates, each post fueling the feverish excitement surrounding the potential signing. This is more than just a roster update. It is a story about identity, legacy, and the ways in which a single player can become a symbol of hope for an entire fan base. The Eagles' management, reportedly tight-lipped, is now at the center of speculation, with every comment and omission analyzed for hidden meaning. The broader NFL landscape is watching closely as Philadelphia maneuvers through what could be one of the most consequential free agent acquisitions of the offseason. If the Douglas rumors materialize, other teams may reassess their strategies, knowing that the Eagles could be quietly fortifying a defense capable of competing with the league's best in locker rooms across the country. Coaches may be rethinking game plans, while front offices consider whether their own defensive moves need acceleration in response. The ripple effect of a single signing, or even the hint of one, demonstrates how interconnected and reactive the league has become. Media narratives thrive on uncertainty, and right now, every report and leak about Douglas is dissected as if it were a chapter in a high-stakes drama, blending fact, speculation, and wishful thinking into a spectacle that fans cannot help but consume with relentless enthusiasm. Fans themselves have become active participants in the rumor mill, analyzing potential contract terms, projecting snap counts, and even imagining how Douglas might pair with existing cornerbacks to create a lockdown secondary. Forums and comment sections are alive with scenarios, from best-case defensive dominance to worst-case mismatch nightmares. The buzz is not only about the technical aspects of the game, but also about community identity, as fans rally around the possibility of witnessing a familiar face return to the field. This energy is amplified by influencers and sports commentators, who feed the frenzy with speculation, insider hints, and occasional provocations that keep the story trending. The narrative now extends beyond the team and the league into a cultural phenomenon, where the rumor itself becomes a shared experience, a conversation that bridges generations of Eagles supporters. Meanwhile, whispers hint that negotiations, if they are even occurring, are complex, involving not just salary and contract length, but also guarantees, incentives, and potential roster implications. Analysts suggest that balancing the salary cap while acquiring a high-impact player like Douglas is a delicate dance, requiring foresight and precision from Philadelphia's front office. The strategic dimensions of this rumor add another layer of intrigue, as fans speculate about which current players might shift roles, or whether other acquisitions are imminent to complement Douglas' skill set. Every media cycle brings fresh angles, and every tweet or report feeds into an ecosystem of speculation that seems to grow faster than any official announcement could. For fans, the thrill lies not only in the possible signing itself, but in the process, the behind-the-scenes chess game that is being played with invisible pieces in a very public arena. Ultimately, the potential addition of Rasul Douglas is not just a story about football. It is a narrative about anticipation, hope, and the magic of possibility that keeps fans emotionally invested in their team. Philadelphia is a city that thrives on passion and drama, and this rumor perfectly captures that ethos, blending nostalgia with forward-looking strategy in a way that fuels endless conversation. Whether Douglas signs, whether the talks are real or merely a product of wishful thinking, the city's reaction is already shaping the story in sports. Sometimes the rumor is as powerful as the reality, and in this case, Philadelphia is living every moment of that suspense. Eagles supporters, analysts, and even casual observers are all part of a narrative that is as much about identity, pride, and emotion as it is about X's and O's. And that makes every report feel like a headline that could change the course of the season. The speculation does not stop here, as insiders suggest that if Douglas does join, his presence could redefine the Eagles' defensive philosophy entirely. There is talk that his ability to read offensive schemes might allow coordinators to implement more aggressive blitz packages, trusting him to cover crucial passing lanes. Fans are imagining dynamic combinations of cornerbacks, each scenario more thrilling than the last, as analysts weigh the balance between risk and reward. Social media amplifies every rumor, every subtle nod from team executives, and every historical statistic, creating a pressure cooker environment where speculation feels tangible. The dialogue is continuous, spanning podcasts, online forums, and live streams, each adding to the perception that Philadelphia is on the brink of a game-changing roster decision. In essence, the city is collectively holding its breath, caught between memory, expectation, and imagination. Veteran voices in the league are weighing in as well, offering context based on Douglas' career arc and the evolving nature of NFL defenses. There is a consensus that his physicality and experience could make him a stabilizing presence in high-pressure moments, especially in playoff scenarios where one coverage lapse can decide the outcome. Observers also note that his familiarity with Philadelphia's organizational culture might ease reintegration, creating a synergy that could elevate not only the defense, but the entire team's morale. Every insider nugget is dissected by fans hungry for confirmation, turning the rumor into an ongoing conversation about strategy, potential, and the unpredictable nature of football careers. The suspense becomes part of the entertainment as followers anticipate the impact of each move, real or rumored, on the Eagles' trajectory. The timing of the speculation adds an extra layer of intensity, as Philadelphia looks to position itself for both immediate competitiveness and long-term sustainability. The possibility of adding Douglas raises questions about draft strategy, future free agent targets, and how the team's identity might shift in response to a single impactful acquisition. Fans speculate about how such a signing could inspire confidence in younger players, create mentorship opportunities, and even alter the emotional tenor of the locker room. Media coverage thrive on this interplay between performance metrics, human narratives, and strategic implications, offering endless angles for storytelling. In a way, the rumor itself becomes a test of the fanbase's imagination, blending hope and analysis into a continuous narrative that extends far beyond the field. Speculation about contractual details adds yet another dimension to the story, as insiders debate potential salary structures, incentives, and how a deal could impact roster flexibility. Observers consider scenarios in which Douglas' compensation might reflect not only his past performance, but also projected contributions in high-stakes matchups. This financial dimension makes the rumor feel even more tangible, as fans attempt to connect abstract numbers with real-world football implications. Analysts debate cap management, projected snap counts, and potential adjustments to existing personnel, creating a layered conversation that blends financial strategy with on-field tactics. Every nugget of information, whether confirmed or leaked, is amplified by a fanbase hungry for insight, turning speculation into a cultural phenomenon that extends beyond traditional sports reporting. The dialogue around Douglas' potential return also highlights the role of storytelling in sports. Culture, fans, commentators, and influencers collectively construct a narrative that blends history, nostalgia, and hope, creating an emotional resonance that transcends the technical aspects of the game. Each rumor, each social media post, and each speculative article contributes to a shared mythology about what Philadelphia football represents. This phenomenon illustrates how rumors can shape perception, inspire dialogue, and even influence organizational decisions indirectly. In essence, the city becomes a character in its own right, actively participating in the drama of speculation and expectation, making the unfolding story as compelling as any on-field performance. As the rumor continues to circulate, the Eagles fanbase remains engaged, energized, and divided. with debates ranging from the potential tactical benefits to emotional responses rooted in memory and loyalty. Analysts suggest that Douglas' hypothetical return could impact not only defensive metrics, but also fan engagement, media coverage, and merchandise sales, demonstrating the multifaceted influence of a single high-profile player. Philadelphia, known for its passionate sports culture, is now experiencing the full force of speculative frenzy, where every report, leak, and insider comment is scrutinized and celebrated. Whether the deal materializes or remains a tantalizing what-if, the narrative has already reshaped conversations, fueled imagination, and reinforced the idea that in sports, sometimes the rumor is just as thrilling as reality itself. FlyEaglesFly News Family Smash. Subscribe and hit like. Your support keeps the freshest Philadelphia Eagles updates flying in. Drop your take in the comments and let's talk birds. The speculation surrounding Rasul Douglas' potential return to Philadelphia has only intensified, as insiders hint at behind-the-scenes negotiations that could reshape the Eagles' secondary in dramatic fashion. Fans are dissecting every subtle clue, from casual remarks by team executives to cryptic social media posts, treating each as a breadcrumb on the path to confirmation. Analysts are drawing comparisons to past free agent signings, evaluating how a cornerback with Douglas' experience could influence defensive schemes, particularly in pressure situations where every decision matters. The excitement is compounded by the narrative of a familiar face returning home, blending nostalgia with strategic anticipation. Social media is ablaze with theories about how Douglas could pair with the current roster, creating a dream cornerback tandem that might dominate rival offenses. The city's energy is palpable, and the rumor itself has become a cultural event, a story that transcends statistics and game plans, transforming into a shared experience for Philadelphia fans who are imagining every tackle, every coverage, and every pivotal play he could make if he joins the team again. The idea of Douglas rejoining the Eagles also sparks discussions about leadership and mentorship within the locker room. While his physical abilities are central to the speculation, commentators emphasize the intangible qualities he brings: veteran experience, situational awareness, and a presence that could elevate younger players. Fans are imagining scenarios where Douglas not only covers receivers, but also serves as a guide for emerging talent, shaping the defensive mindset and instilling confidence during high-stakes games. Analysts weigh how his return might impact personnel decisions, thinking about positional rotations, matchups against elite quarterbacks, and potential adaptations in defensive calls. The rumor feeds the imagination, creating a narrative where tactical advantage and emotional resonance intertwine. Every hypothetical scenario is debated online, as supporters project highlight reels, clutch interceptions, and game-changing moments that may or may not happen. The story has become a blend of fantasy and strategy, turning a single signing into a dynamic conversation that bridges generations of fans and analysts alike. Meanwhile, speculation about Douglas' contract details fuels another layer of intrigue, as the financial side of a potential deal carries implications for the Eagles' roster flexibility. Rumors suggest that the negotiations could involve creative structures, such as performance incentives, guaranteed money tied to playing time, and clauses that reflect both past achievements and future expectations. Analysts break down hypothetical figures, comparing them to similar deals around the league, debating whether the investment would be worth the potential boost to Philadelphia's defense. Fans eagerly dissect every rumor, imagining how the cap space could be balanced, which players might see role adjustments, and whether additional acquisitions could complement Douglas' skill set. This financial angle adds tension and realism to the speculation, as it reminds supporters that in professional football, every roster move is a combination of strategic planning and calculated risk. The uncertainty keeps the conversation alive, creating a feedback loop where rumor, analysis, and imagination feed into one another endlessly. That's a wrap from FlyEaglesFly News. If you want the fastest Eagles updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Sound off in the comments. Let's talk birds.